everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Ellie, I'm a long distance hiker and backpacker and it's now February, so I'm slowly getting ready for the next hiking season. In fact, I'm going on a 3-day backpacking shakedown hike in the Black Forest this weekend. So while my gear is out and I have to pack my bag anyway, I thought I would go over a few new things that I got for this year's hiking season. Some are quite new, others have been around for longer, but I never tried them. Either way, I did a lot of research on these and I'm really excited to try them and really put them to the test over the next weeks and months. So let's go! Okay, let's start with the smaller items. First up, my new water bladder from Sinok. It's quite popular. I've seen it a lot of times on trail, but I never owned one. And basically I picked it up for two reasons. One being that I can attach my Sawyer micro squeeze filter to the top here. So I'm basically going to use the water bladder mainly for my dirty water to filter it. But the main reason why I picked this up is that it opens on both sides. So you can actually zip it open and you have a really big opening area to basically get your water in to filter it. And I think that's really convenient because I've been using these for years to just collect my dirty water to filter it. But the main problems for me were they break quite easily, especially on the seams at the top. They are really hard to clean because, as you can see, it's just a really tiny thing. You can't really look inside. And you always have to basically screw off the filter, collect your water, put the filter back on. So yeah, I thought this would be a lot easier because my filter can just stay on one side and I can collect my water on the other side. It's really easy to fill up because if you're filtering from streams that are really small, it can take quite a bit of time until the water gets in and the bladder thing is full. So yeah, I'm really excited to try that. Obviously it's really easy to clean too. So yeah, that's my first item. The second thing I got new for this season is a bit of a luxury item, I guess, but I picked up the Zero Pump from Flextail. I think it's quite new. I didn't see it a lot. I think it's only been on the market for a couple of months. And just as a disclaimer, it's not sponsored or anything. I bought it myself just because I wanted to try it. Basically, it's a really tiny pump to inflate your sleeping pad. As you can see here, it's really tiny, smaller than my hand, and it comes with different attachments for all the different, the main sleeping pad brands. I already put out the attachment for the Thermarest sleeping pad that I'm using, but as you can see, there are different options for basically all the bigger pads like Big Agnes and so on. So it's basically different attachments. The whole thing weighs, just the pump itself weighs 48 grams, so it's really lightweight, including the battery, and the attachment is I think an additional 7 or 8 grams, so in total this weighs 56 grams with the attachment. It's a little battery with a USB-C port, so it's rechargeable. And they claim that you can use it for 25 times to inflate your pad until this has to be charged. I've already tested it for my bigger sleeping pad, the Thermarest X-Term. It took 1 minute, 45 seconds, something around that. For my Neo Air X-Lite, it took 1 minute and 20 seconds, a bit less maybe. I think it's really convenient after a long day of backpacking. Obviously you don't have to have that. And I don't know yet if it's worth the 50 grams and the money you spend on it. I think I've paid 40 euros on that, but there are always sales on their website. I don't know if it's worth yet, but I just thought I wanted to try it. Also, what I really like, you can use it to inflate your pad, and also to, if you just put on the attachment on the other side of the pump, you can also use it to deflate your pad. And that's something that's really nice, because oftentimes with the bigger winter sleeping pads, it's really hard to get all the air out and really like compress it to a small size. And yeah, the pump really helps with that too. So yeah, just going to take it on my next hikes and see how I like it and see if it's worth the 50 grams extra. Just a quick heads up, over the last few weeks and months I got quite a lot of questions about my chocolate hike last year and my route and how I was planning it, and I just wanted to let you know that I've made a little guide for it. It's more like a very detailed spreadsheet with everything that you need to know about the route, like campsites, other accommodation, how to get food, if there are any pubs, cafes on the way, shops, resupply options, basically everything I know. And I've made a, yeah, as I said, little digital guide. And I've also included the complete GPX files for the whole route in both directions. So it doesn't matter if you're starting in Land's End or Jonacroats. I've included everything that you need to know to plan your own chocolate hike. And the link to the guide and the download is in the description box below. So check that out if you want to. Next up are new items that I picked up for my clothes, basically. And as you might remember from one of my videos last year, my gear review video, I had some problems with my old rain jacket. I've had the outdoor research helium jacket, and by the end of our hike it wasn't as waterproof anymore, and I tried re-waterproofing it and it worked a little bit, but you can really see on the inside that the fabric is basically coming off, and there's areas where the fabric is like really thin. So I feel like there's not a lot that I can do, and it's a bit better, but it's definitely not waterproof. So I don't want to take it on bigger and longer hikes, especially when I'm hiking in Scotland in March and April. So I did a lot of research, and yeah, I feel like everyone has a favorite or something that worked and didn't work for them, but I've read quite a few things and had also friends tell me that they were really happy with it, about the Patagonia Storm 10 jacket, and I saw it on sale a few weeks ago, and yeah, I picked it up. This weighs around 270 grams, I think, so more than 100 grams more than my old rain jacket, but it's still obviously really lightweight. And as opposed to my other rain jacket, this is a 3-layer jacket. I know that probably with the backpack it will still suffer from abrasion, but in general I think 3 layers are better for abrasion, for backpacking, than 2 layers. I think my old jacket, it had 2 or 2.5 layers, but not 3 layers. So yeah, I don't know if this will hold up longer, or yeah, if I'm happy with it, but I'm just going to try it and we'll see. As I've mentioned, I'm going to hike in Scotland in March and April, so in just a few weeks, and it can still be quite cold. So I thought I would add a little bit of warmth to my sleep system, and I picked up a pair of insulation pants. I've been looking for insulation pants for quite a while already, because I don't want to use down. That made things a bit harder to get, but I found a pair. They are custom made from Cram Expert. It's the same Slovenian brand that also made my quilt that I really love, so I just got it from them. It's made from a synthetic material, Apex 100, like that's the thickness of it. I didn't use them yet, but I'm really excited. I think they will be great for sleeping, but also for camp if you're sitting around to avoid getting cold. I ordered them a bit larger than I normally would, just because so that I can sit around and not being restricted. They look a bit funny, but as I said, they're really comfy and I think they will be really warm. Really excited to try those. Now my new items in the big 3, big 4 category. First up is my new sleeping pad that I'm going to use for winter and also in spring and autumn if it's a bit colder. It's the Thermarest Neo Air X-Term, the new version. and I've already used it on my overnight trip a few weeks back in -10 degrees. I was really happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to bring this for my hikes in Scotland too, just to have more warmth and yeah, be on the safe side. My first night with this was really comfy, so I'm really excited to test it a bit more. And now, last but not least, my biggest new piece of gear. I spent so much time researching, deciding, and yeah, I took forever. But I finally picked a new backpack that I want to try for this year's hiking season. If you followed the video, you saw that I wasn't really happy with my last backpacks. They just weren't the best fit for me personally. So in the end, I was deciding between the Durston Kakwa 55 and the Mo from Atom Packs. And drumroll, my new backpack is the Durston Kakwa 55. I'm really happy with it. Both the Durston pack and the Mo from Atom Packs have amazing reviews, but Atom Packs, as they are custom made, they just have a longer lead time, and when I was ready to decide, it was a bit too late for me to order them to use for this year's hiking season, and I really wanted a new pack because I didn't want to continue with my other packs. In the end, that's one of the reasons too why I went with the Durston, because I was just a bit short on time. But I would love to try a pack from Atom Packs too, but for now I've chosen the Durston Kakwa 55. I really like the design, and for me, what I am looking for in a backpack, it checks basically all the boxes. As you can see, it's a bigger pack, it's 55 liters, so it's enough for me to carry a few days worth of food for Otto and for me, obviously. Then it has a great design when it comes to the pockets on the side. There's one larger pocket and one smaller one that's perfect to put in my camera and tripod. Then it's a roll top, so you can easily adjust the size. If the pack is not full, you can just roll it down. Then a big front pocket. On the back side, it has load lifters, which I think is really important for me if I'm carrying a bit more because of dog food. Then pockets on the hip belt and on the shoulder straps, which is really nice. The whole pack weighs 850 grams and it claims to carry weight up to 45 pound comfortably. So yeah, I'm really excited to try that. I chose the small size, and as you can see, I've added a lumbar pad that I had from one of my previous packs that fits perfectly. That's the lumbar pad from C-Packs, and I put it because I think if I'm hiking for a couple of weeks and you obviously are going to lose a little bit of weight, that's probably a good thing, so that the hip belt is not too loose. The pack just came in a few days ago and I didn't even pack it yet to see how it all fits, but since I am going on a backpacking trip this weekend, I thought I need to pack my bag anyway, so we'll do that right now and you'll be the first to see how everything fits in. So I'm just going to get my gear. That's not just the gear for the 3 days, but basically the same gear as I would take for my hike in Scotland, for example, except obviously that I'm going to take a bit less food. But in general, it's going to be the same gear as I would take for longer hikes. So let's go! Okay, this is it, all packed. The only thing that's still missing is my water bottle, but I still got a lot of space in both pockets on both sides. And this is how it fits, and as you can see, it fits really perfectly. And just for reference, this is the size small. I'm 1 meter 62 centimeters tall, just as an information, because I saw online that there are not many pictures or videos of women, smaller women wearing the Kakwa, and other women were not sure how it would fit them or how it would look. So yeah, maybe this can help a bit. As you can see, fits really nice. Obviously, if it's fully loaded with my winter gear and 3.5 days worth of food, it's quite a tall pack. But yeah, as I said, I'm rather short, so it always packs like that, always look really like big on me. That's just the way it is. But yeah, so far it feels really great. There's still a bit of space left. If I packed it a little bit differently, I just basically stuffed it in there, but I think you can still get a bit more space out of it. And I'm really excited to try this tomorrow on my backpacking shakedown hike trip with Otto. Definitely stay tuned if you want to see us hiking in the Black Forest in winter. This is it for this video. I hope you've liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and maybe consider subscribing if you want to follow our hikes, not just in the Black Forest, but also in Scotland and other parts of the UK this year in spring. So we'll see you next time. Bye!